Hey, everyone! Today, I want to address something that's been weighing on my heart for a long time. Many of you have asked about the setbacks in my career, and I think it's time to set the record straight. It's no secret that there were challenges, but what most people don't know is the role that Brandy played in sabotaging my career. From the outside, it may have seemed like friendly competition, but behind the scenes, things were much more complicated. Brandy and I were pitted against each other by the media and industry insiders. And unfortunately, she took actions that directly impacted my career. There were times when I had opportunities in front of me, only to have them disappear at the last minute because of Brandy's influence. It's been a long road, but I'm finally ready to speak my truth and reclaim my narrative. My fans, thank you for standing by me through it all. Your love and support mean everything to me. It's time for me to take control of my story and move forward with strength and resilience. This is just the beginning. Monica and Brandy have been making their rounds to various radio stations and music networks, promoting their latest duet It All Belongs to Me this past week. It's a far cry from the teenage drama-filled romp that was 1998's record-breaking chart topper The Boy Is Mine. When Boy was released, rumors swirled that the two R&B newcomers did not care for each other. Let stand to be alone in the same room together. These reports were later fueled by their refusal to perform the song or even promote together. After a verbal altercation backstage at the MTV Video Music Awards allegedly turned dangerously physical, their feud is said to have reached a fever pitch. After the jump, listen to Brandy and Monica talk candidly about the event with Hot 97's Angie Martinez in the sound off below. Folks, there you have it. Although they are the adult versions of themselves, Monica and Brandy have confirmed all the whispers and rumors about what actually happened that night. It's fantastic that they can now laugh about the circumstances rather than constantly dwelling on the negative aspects of their personal and professional lives. Was Monica truly such a gangsta in the past? Just when we thought Monica Garcia was taking a break from the spotlight, she's back in the news, this time for allegations involving Jen Shah. As fans of Real Housewives of Salt Lake City are aware, Monica worked as Jen's assistant prior to reporting her to the police. In the ultimate usurpation, Monica would become a full-time housewife on Housewives, replacing her previous employer. After that, things got even stranger when it was revealed that Monica was also co-admin of an Instagram page with the goal of removing Jen. The cast of RHOSLC further claimed there was insufficient evidence to substantiate the belief that it would target them and their families. According to Monica, Jen was the main target, and the other women were just collateral damage. Shortly after season 4, Monica gave a brief press tour and appeared to be concentrating on club appearances and fan interactions. But she recently thought about everything with Melissa Rivers, of all people. This time paying close attention to her time spent with Jen. Monica talked about the tipping point the moment she felt compelled to report Jen to the police on March 22. In particular, 2 nights saw certain things happen. Jen Shah hurled objects at me, disclosed Monica. She literally picked up glass objects and threw them at me, the witness said. Melissa questioned whether Jen would only do that to a coworker rather than a friend. Hopefully not. However, I'm not sure. Monica shot back. I mean, Heather was just her friend and she punched her square in the face, referring to the claims of black eyes. Monica went on to tell how Jen telling her about her business made her decide to report it to the police. Melissa questioned aloud whether Monica's decision to report Jen was motivated by a personal grudge or a desire to stop Jen from harming others. That was everything, Monica said. You're a piece of ST to me. You're a piece of ST to my friends. And you're a piece of ST to all these old people you are completely upping over and stealing from, was what it said. In real life, Monica Geller and Courtney Cox have a lot in common. 59-year-old actress revealed how much she resembles Monica, the iconic character from Friends, during a panel discussion on Monday at the Marie Claire Power Play event in Santa Monica, California. In response to host Nikki Oganike's question regarding the inspiration behind her home care brand HomeCourt, she states, "It just so happened that I've always been obsessed with design and sense and architecture, just the whole thing. It's just been something, she goes on. And obviously, I'm clean. My name is Monica. Following the launch of Home Court in January 2022, Cox elaborated on how hyper-organized she is when it comes to her own home during an exclusive interview for a PEOPL Ever story. I care about the way everything looks, she admitted, which is a blessing and a curse. As for how the products in her collection came to be, she used skincare and other self-care products as a blueprint. You find yourself at home so much now that I was like, why not make your home as important as you would yourself? Your body, your face, the director shared. So we decided to create a room spray, which is coming out later, a counter spray, dish soap, and hand lotion. Documents shown in a 48 hours investigation of the case indicate that Monica Cementilli and Robert Baker's love affair continued while they were detained and charged with plotting to kill Monica's 49-year-old husband, Fabio Cementilli. Prosecutors claim that recordings from police sting operations and their continuous romance while incarcerated provide more proof of the couple's planned murderous plot. In one 4-page letter to her co-defendant, Monica, now 52, writes, "It kind of hurts to not be touched or licked or loved by you." Months after Cementilli's arrest, Baker, now 61, was heard saying to them in jail, "I love you, baby. I genuinely do." For example, 48 Hours has established that the cellmate with whom Monica spoke during her initial incarceration was actually an undercover police officer who had set up a covert recording device to capture Monica speaking openly. Referring to the case law that directs the execution of these in-jail sting operations, police refer to these kinds of jailhouse setups, in which officers assume the role of inmates, as Perkins operations. Through our investigation, 48 Hours has discovered that the police used tactics other than placing undercover agents inside of cells to capture Monica and Baker. Detectives arranged for the two defendants to be detained in adjacent cells before they were brought to courtrooms for their initial pre-trial hearings. As they waited to be taken into the courtroom in adjacent cells, Monica and Baker had a chance to talk face-to-face. Monica and Baker's interactions were captured on camera 6 times. First at the Van Nuys courthouse and then at the criminal courthouse in downtown Los Angeles. In addition to the sting operations, detectives listened to recorded jail phone calls and intercepted jail letters, which prisoners referred to as kites, in order to gather information regarding the long-lasting romance between Monica and Baker. 48 Hours has acquired copies of 3 distinct love letters that Monica wrote to Baker while she was being held in jail by the police. We have learned that Monica intended to give the letters to Baker. 48 Hours has been informed that the investigators found that the recordings and intercepted love letters are proof of an ongoing secrecy pact between the accused, according to a prosecutor's 2021 motion. The defendants often communicated with one another using cryptic language, phrases, and codes created in order to secretly communicate without law enforcement's knowledge, such as the phrases OMM 9 p.m. OML and Don't 100, according to a filing by the prosecution.